Welcome students. Welcome to Hobbies Creators. Myself I am Kirti teaching you Maths. So today in this video we are going to concentrate on the topic Roman numerals. Okay. So before going into this video I would like to ask you a question. Here you can see two types of wall clocks, right? So what is the difference between these two clocks? Can anyone guess it? Yes. So here we have one number clock and one Roman clock. Okay. Roman is nothing but here we are having number 1 to 12 and here the same numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay. We are having the same number but the symbols are different. Okay, so now we can move on to the video to see what is Roman numeral. In this method there was no symbol for 0. So in numbers we have number 0, right? We'll write like 0 like that, we'll write, right? So in Roman numerals we don't have any symbol for 0. Also, the value of a symbol did not change with its place. There are certain rules for writing numbers using the Roman numerals. Let us see how to write number 1 to 20 using these rules and the symbols I, V and X. So, keep in mind in Roman numerals we will be using alphabets like I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Okay, so now we can see what are those. Yes, so here you can see Roman numerals, right? I, V, X, L, C, D, M. And numbers. So I is nothing but 1, V is nothing but 5, X is nothing but 10, L 50, C 100, D 500, M 1000. Okay, so just take a note of these Roman numerals and number so that it will be useful to you. Now we can move on to the rules. Rule 1. If either of the symbol I or X is written consecutively 2 or 3 times, their sum total is the number they make. So here consecutively means continuously. Okay. So if the symbol I or X, if it is written continuously 2 or 3 times, then their sum is nothing but addition. Their sum total is the number they make. So after adding what number we get, that is the number for the Roman numeral. Okay, so you can see the examples here. See, I have used two i's. See the first example, I and I. So the value for I is nothing but 1. So 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, right? So the number 2, the Roman numeral for the number 2 is I and I. Okay. So next you can see the third example here. So third example, what is here given here? 3 i's. So we know the value of I, that is 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. So the number 3, the Roman numeral for the number 3 is 3 i's. And then you can see the second example. Here I have written X and X. So the Roman numeral for X is 10. Here I have written 2x. So 10 plus 10, which is equal to 20. So the Roman numeral for the number 20 is 2x. Okay. I hope you are clear with rule 1. In rule 1, the symbol I or X is written continuously either 2 or 3 times. Okay. Not more than 3 times. Only 2 or 3 times. And that is the sum total they make. Okay. Now we can move on to rule 2. The symbol I or X can be repeated consecutively for a maximum of 3 times. I told you in the rule 1, right? We can repeat the symbol I or X only 2 or 3 times, not more than 3 times. Okay. So now the numeral V is never repeated continuously, that is consecutively. So the numeral V, you can see the numeral V here. We can't repeat this numeral continuously. Like here you can see few examples. See, here I have written 4i. that is nothing but 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which gives you 4. So we should not write like this, correct? Because in rule it is given that the symbol I or X can be repeated only 2 or 3 times, not more than 3 times. So these two are wrong. Okay, now we can move on to the this one, fifth one. So 5. Here we have written 2v, right? So here in the rule what they have given, the numeral v can be repeated only one time. We cannot repeat again and again. So here v is nothing but 5 and another one 5 is given. So 5 plus 5 is 10. But we have the Roman numeral for the number 10, right? That is nothing but x. So it is not possible. So these three are not possible. So you can see the examples here, 2, 20 and 3. So only these are possible, that is we can repeat the symbol I or X only 2 or 3 times, not more than 3 times. Okay, so now we can move on to rule 3. When either I or V is written on the right of the symbol, okay, right side of the symbol of a bigger number, okay, of a bigger numeral, its value is added to the value of the bigger number. So listen carefully here. If either the symbol I or V, if it is written right side of the bigger symbol, okay, if it is written right side of the bigger symbol, then the value is added to the bigger number. Okay, so here you can see some examples. So see here, in right side we have only I or V. See here, I, then I, V, 2 i's, again 2 I, then V and I, then 3 i's, and then again 3 i's. So all are written in right side, right? So here first example, V and I. So what is the value for V? V is nothing but 5 and I, it is nothing but 1. So the I is written after the bigger numeral only, right? So 5 is the bigger number and 1 is the smaller number. It is written to the right side of a bigger number. So we have to add, okay? So 5 plus 1 is nothing but 6. And see second example here, x and 1, that is 10 plus 1. So the symbol I is written after bigger number, that is after 10. So 10 plus 1 is nothing but 11. And see this x and v. So x is nothing but 10, bigger number, and right side we have smaller number. So we have to add. So 10 plus 5 is nothing but 15. So you can see all these remaining 5 examples. If you are having any doubt, you may ask me. Okay. So next, now we can move on to rule 4. When I is written on the left of, that is left side of V or X, then its value is subtracted. So keep in mind, I will give you a clue that if it is written right side, then we will add. If it is written in the left side, then we will subtract, okay, from the value of V or X. So however, listen here carefully now, however, the symbol I is not written more than once before V or X. So what I am saying here is the symbol I, that is the symbol I, is not written to the left side more than once. Okay, we can write the symbol I left of the symbol V or X only one time, not more than one time. Okay, so here you can see the example, that is I and V. So I is nothing but 1 and V is nothing but 5. So here first we are getting small number, right? So 1 and 5. So if it is like this, if the small number is in left side, then you have to subtract. That is nothing but 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. So the Roman numeral for the number 4 is I and V. Okay. So keep in mind, if it is in left side, you have to subtract. And the same way you can see this example now. I and X. I is nothing but 1. X is nothing but 10. See, the smaller number is placed in left side. So 10 minus 1 is nothing but 9. So the Roman numeral for the number 9 is I and X. Okay. So but keep in mind, but the number 8 is not written as I and X. So why we should not write like this? Since in the rule it is given that the symbol I is not written more than once. More than once means we should not write the symbol I more than one time. So here the I occurs more than once, right? We are getting 2 times I. So it is not possible. Okay. So now I hope you are clear with all these rules. Rule 1, rule 2, rule 3 and rule 4. Okay, so now we can see how to write the Roman numeral for the given numbers. Okay, so see here the Roman numeral of 14 and 19. So first we can concentrate on 14. So 1 and 4. We know the symbol for the 1, right? So 1 is nothing but I and 4 is nothing but I and V. So can we write like this I, V? Is it possible? No, it is wrong, because as per the rule 4, I should not be repeated more than once. So it is wrong. And see 19 here, 1 is nothing but I, 9 is nothing but I and X. So while combining we get like this. So here again we are getting 2 I's, which is not possible according to rule 4. So now we can move on to the correct method. Here you can see the correct method. So the number 14. So first it is expanded. Expanded means we are expanding the number 14 as 10 and 4. So 10 plus 4, which is nothing but 14. So now you know the value for 10, right? What is the Roman numeral for the number 10? Which is nothing but X. And 4 I and V. Correct? So now we can move on to 19. 19 we are expanding it as 10 and 9. So we know the Roman numeral for 10, right, which is nothing but X, and for 9 it is nothing but I and X. So the Roman numeral for the number 19 is XIX, and the Roman numeral for the number 14 is XIV. Okay, so now listen here now. Thus, to write the numbers from 1 to 20 in Roman numeral, we first distribute a given number into group of 10, 5 and 1, and then apply the rules to given above. So, while writing the numbers from 1 to 20 in Roman numerals, what you have to do first? You have to split the number. You have to expand the number into a group of 10, 5 and 1. Okay, and then you have to apply the rules. Okay, I hope you are clear with this now. So here I have given few sums for you, which you can do by your own. You may try these sums in your notebook. You may message the answer through mail, or else you can put a message in comment box. Okay, so that I will check your answers and will give you right answer. Okay, so now here I have given the Roman numeral for the numbers 1 to 20. You can refer for doing those sums. Okay, I have given few sums for you here, right? So you may refer this slide for doing those sums. Okay, so here we can just make a revision here. 1 is nothing but I, 2, 2I, 3, 3I, 4, I and V. 5 is nothing but V. So 6 is VI, 7 V, 2 I's, 8 V, 3 I's, 9 I and X, 10 X. Okay, so it is really easy, right? So for writing 11 to 20, you have to add only X in front of these numbers. Okay, xi, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8, x9 and xx. Okay, that is what is numbers from 11 to 20. Okay, I hope you are clear with these Roman numerals. So if you are having any doubt in this topic, you may message me in comment box and we are here to clarify your doubts. Okay, so thank you for attending my class. Signing off from Hobbies Creators channel. Thank you. Bye bye.